Hello everyone, Rituro here with a special first impressions preview of Tropico 5. Now, I've been a huge fan of the Tropico games since I first started playing them. I love that campy humor of looking at the whole Banana Republic, Caribbean dictator kind of theme, and then just having a blast making a very engaging city sim on the back of it. This is the 5th game in the series. It's introduced a couple of neat little mechanics. We're going to take a look at them in this first impressions piece. We're going to start up a brand new game here in the campaign, Changing the World. Now, the first thing you'll notice as the screens roll by here is that you do go through the ages from colonial all the way to modern, and it's interesting that they're actually making that a core part of the game. You'll see what I mean as we get on here, but it's not just you have ramshackle buildings next to new ones like it's been in previous Tropicos. There's an actual advancement. There's actual a tech tree in this version of Tropico, but let's get to that after we get this started here. So name my dynasty, well, we're doing this for Toronto Thumbs. Let's call it the Thumbez. Thumbez, there we go. Tasha Thumbez? Alonso Thumbez? Oh, you can't actually pick the name you want. You have to go from a list here. There is a massive list, but it seems like this... I don't know if I necessarily agree with this design choice to go with the set name here instead of being able to type in what I want. I would have loved a drop-down menu here as opposed to a single click, because this is getting rather tedious. Alright, his skill. Okay, so the traits and flaws from previous Tropicos appear to be gone right out the door here, and it has been simplified all the way down to a single skill. General, Administrator, Agent, Agitator, Altruist. That actually might be a good one. Celebrity, Cheapskate, Environmentalist. And none of these have an actual downside, it looks like. I'm gonna go with Altruist. Alright, we got Greaser, Casual, Cold War, Dictator. Oh, yes! Oh, El Presidente, you look fine. Win my independence. Oh, that's neat. You can choose which map you actually want to play on. Alright, let's play on Kyle de Fortuna. Alright, so this is a new dawn.
Welcome to the Caribbean, Governor. Allow me to introduce myself, Lord Oaksworth, His Majesty's emissary to the region.
So yes, the neat thing when you start off in colonial times is you only have a 4-year mandate, as indicated by the Crown. Now, these tasks, these quests will help you increase your length of term, but eventually you will have to win your independence, push the game forward in order to keep playing. Otherwise, you'll just return home and a new governor comes in, and that's the end of that. Some other things I want to point out here right at the start, there is now a fog of war. So you'll actually have to send your troops out to explore. And you can see, we have what appears to be some sort of ancient ruins. Should be fun. Very scenic looking island. I like it. The palace has received a visual upgrade, as it always does in each version of Tropico. I actually like this one just because, A, it's more colorful. You actually see the Tropican flag there. It doesn't have the somewhat out-of-place swimming pool on the top. It is still pretty boxy, but it takes up a little less space now. Much thinner footprint, which I have no problem with. More space to put in the more important buildings. Speaking of, it appears we have a task here right at the dock.
Greetings, old chap. Have I got a deal for you today? As Crown representative, I can offer you your very own trading license.
Additional trading offers, silver package. I kind of want more trading options, but at the same time I want to be able to afford stuff. Well, I'll try the platinum. See what happens. So, unlike Tropico 4, where you just traded and prices would rise or fall depending on your relations with the various countries, you actually have to set up an economy and trade routes with the other places in the game. So, for example, currently I have no active trade routes, but I can trade corn, import corn from either the West India Company or from pirates, which will kill your foreign standing. Of course, you need ships to actually pull this off, which means you gotta actually plan ahead here. Export planks to smugglers, export wool and tobacco and logs. So this is how I'm gonna make my money, basically, is filling these demands. So to do that...
His Majesty needs money to build a new underwater palace. He wants you to begin growing money. I mean, one of those crops that make heaps of cash.
Oh, Lord Oaksworth, you scallywag. So I need a sugar plantation. Alright. Do that through the old build menu here. And they've once again reorganized the build menu structure. So everything has a nice little colorful postage stamp on the bottom here telling you exactly what you need to build. Some things will be locked up, as you can see here, by the various eras. So only unlocked in World War, Cold War, modern times, and of course your usual infrastructure and whatnot remains. So we need to get a sugar plantation. Sugar. Where will this place be? As it is with previous Tropico titles, the more green squares you can find in an area, the better that plantation's yield will be. Seeing it looks like over here we'd have some decent yield, which is good because it's right near another farm. So I will go ahead and slap it down there. Also need some right-clicking will also bring up the build menu, of course. So we're gonna need some roads to actually get there. There we are. Yeah, the road building algorithm has stayed fairly constant from what I've seen so far. It certainly retains a lot of the ease of use from Tropico 4, which is nice. I got some shacks already, but I get some houses up and running here. Housing has also received a huge change. It's now country houses and mansions. You don't get tenements until World Wars are unlocked, which is unfortunate because that's where I spend most of my money in previous Tropico games. Massive amounts of tenements. So, it's going to be country houses for the foreseeable future. And nothing says Tropico like a beachside logging camp. And road connects. Good. Excellent. As you can see, the construction sets up that first little pallet by itself. And as more workers show up and begin working on the construction site, it will grow even taller and taller. And there it goes. Bam. Now,
His Royal Majesty has instructed me to present you with this letter of commendation for your achievements in the name of the Empire.
Swiss Bank, Treasury Subsidy, Mandate, or Colonists. I will take Treasury, thank you very much. As I was saying, this should be fairly standard to anyone who's played a Tropico game. The ability to invite foreign workers and show you how many workers are currently available, including the ability to lock down worker spots to free up workers for other jobs. It also shows you here the wealth provided, which should be fairly obvious. It's not a high-paying job, but you can no longer set that manually. Instead, it has been streamlined. So if you go over to the effectiveness tab here, the basic tab, you now set the overall budget for the building. So right now it's on 3 stacks. I can go all the way up to 5, which will raise the budget to 80, also increasing the job quality and providing better wealth for the farmers. Now that's pretty good, but I don't want to go bankrupt, considering I'm trying to use this to make money. So yeah, we'll do that, and we'll go from there. Yeah, probably need some more housing. Let's take a look at the almanac here. This should be, again, familiar to anyone who's a Tropico vet. For those of you who aren't, this shows you everything you need to know about the game. So we have your revenues and expenses, your happiness, so you know what you need to fix in order to get people happy. Currently 33 people homeless, 9 unemployed, so housing is going to be a massive thing for me to focus on right now, as well as providing jobs and entertainment. Now, entertainment should be fairly simple, so I'm going to do that right now. Under the entertainment, oh, nothing like a tavern. Get drunk, forget your troubles. Now, here's the other neat thing with the industries, or the industries in your game, like farms and mines. You can hire managers. What managers will do is provide a benefit such as a tycoon or an altruist or an environmentalist. They'll basically provide passive bonuses to that building, which is a very neat little trick for customizing your... What do we got here? Just the managers. Excellent. Look at all those people. Oh, a new task.
Technological progress is the path to autonomy, Governor. We need more scientists to think important thoughts and discover new stuff.
I agree. Stuff, Evita Vasquez. Alright, build a little library. So this is where the research I was talking about earlier comes into play. This is how you advance in the tech tree in Tropico 5. So library, 5 grand is going to put me in debt. That's not too good. But with any luck, the reward will be some sort of profit. Let's see if I can get a good trade route here for logs. Mining and logging, exporting logs to the West India Company or the smugglers. Yeah, I think we're going to go with logs to West India. Boom. The Eleanor is my ship. Oh, look at them carrying that stuff by handcart. Oh my goodness, it's the colonial times. No cars here. Walk, walk, walk on our dirt roads. Oh, what do we got here? A freighter has arrived, pumping in much needed money, and thank goodness.